You know what, Mark? I'm gonna have to get a short piece of wire. I thought I could just plug in here, but I can't. These have got to be together.
Two wire?
Well, a short piece of 14, do
you have any?
Oh, I do, but I've got to go and look.
Because I got some at my place, but I have a whole roll of it.
Because I've got to, I can't do anything with this the way it is. It's only going to light.
It'll let you down.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. You were asking what's the difference between a whitetail. I remember I told you why. Oh, why? Oh, told you why. So what's...
Mule deer, right?
That is a mule deer, but these little 2-pointers are hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
What's that one?
This one is...
Well, if the theory behind the mule deer, what was the theory behind the mule deer?
That they're wide?
That they why. So does that one why?
Kind of, yeah.
No, okay, so that's okay. So and there's the one that I picked up when I was bleeding. Okay.
Ew.
So this is the difference, okay? This one's
These
kind of a good example.
Same, basically.
No, they're not. Say, okay, this is called the main beam always goes the bottom, okay? So can you point out the main beam on this one?
Like that?
Right, no, all the way to the tip.
The tip.
Yep, okay. Then the points come up. So now look at the points on this one. Okay,
Yeah.
So it comes up, but it Ys, right?
Oh.
So that's the mule. Does this one?
No.
No, so that's a whitetail, right? It's a little whitetail. And then look at the whitetails. Generally, always have brow tines. Those are called brow tines. But this one has a brow tine too.
Yeah, lots of them. Most of them have a little.
But look at this one.
That
This one doesn't. And what is that?
That one is.
That one's almost really obvious, right?
Kind of looks like.
Well, that almost looks like whitetail, right?
Yeah.
But most whitetail don't slant ahead like this, because this really makes a Y.
It looks like two.
But the giveaway is up here, that it's a mule deer.
Yeah, because there's two.
Yeah. Some people get confused. See, look at that one.
That one's just, that is like
That's-
so weird. It's like,
I can tell you that one's a mule deer.
this one's flat. Kind of. And then this.
Yeah. Cool. So the mule deer, they Y, generally don't have a tip. Now, and the mule deer, usually there's a lot more horn there. Until a whitetail gets that amount of horn is when they get really heavy and mature. Like this buck here is a little more mature. You can see on his base.
When they shed, do they bleed a little bit?
They do. So a real
Because
fresh
I
one.
see a tiny bit of blood on
Yeah.
it, and it's like,
So that guy just dropped it this year. This guy just dropped this one this year too.
Yeah.
You can see the antler's still shiny, and you can see the bark on it. There's no sun bleached. This one here is a couple years old, maybe even 3 years old.
Because
that one too. It has been very quiet here on the ranch this week, which is kind of, well, really is a blessing, considering that in a couple weeks from now, usually when the first calf hits the ground, it's a blink of an eye and we're already into seeding season. We'll try to take you guys along during that time, but I can't make no guarantees. There's a lot of things that usually happen. If you guys are interested in a preview what that's like out here, subscribe, go into the videos and scroll down into a year ago, and you'll see lots of it happen. Lots of calving and stuff going on during that time. Every year is different. Last year we had a lot of calves with frozen ears. We don't know what's going to come each year. Some years I've had plenty of blood under my fingernails, let's be honest. And most of the time, I'm not the one doing the killing. Most of the time, if we don't do predator control, the predators are actually the ones doing the killing. Or else, just Mother Nature is doing the killing, but the predators are cleaning up and making it difficult for us to find the carcasses. So one thing that we have done, and last year we had to do it a couple times, and I don't know if I videoed any of it because I was just new, but when a cow loses a calf, sometimes we'll have a spare calf, and what we end up doing is if we can salvage that calf, the dead calf, we'll take the skin, the hide, off of that calf, we'll skin it out, so we're gonna get blood under our fingernails. And what we do is we clean it up as best we can, but we don't want to descent it in any way, because that's how the animals can tell the calves apart. I mean, I can't tell the calves apart. I put ear tags in them so I can. But a cow, she knows if it's her calf. And we take the hide and we droop it over another calf. And once she gets it, she thinks that that's her calf. And in a way, we kind of trick them. And in a way, it's not 100% natural, but it's what we're doing is we're trying to be the best shepherd that we can be for our cattle herd. A cow without a calf, it's kind of hard on her. She doesn't produce, she'll actually dry up, we say. She won't produce any more milk. And essentially what ends up happening, the reality is she moves down the road and she doesn't get that many more years of life out here on the ranch. So we do our best to keep our cattle herd population up and healthy. So that's basically what you're going to be seeing and what you're going to be learning as you come along in our calving season. We're going to run the whole herd through. We got to deal with some tags. We're going to try to give them what it's ivermectin that we put on their hide for any mites or anything. We got trapped where we couldn't do that in November. Usually we do it in the fall to keep the cattle from rubbing and losing fur and keep them warm, but we had the big snowstorm, so we didn't get around to that. And the number one thing, once again, is that what God is leading us to, and that we are taking up our cross daily, and that's the number one thing. So we're not going to, hopefully, if God has something for you guys, that's what you're going to be seeing. Otherwise, there might not be anything. So we're going to keep it real. Stay tuned. Come along for more life on the Great Hope Ranch. Sunsets like this on days like this are what makes the fire in our heart continue to burn for our Lord. Only our God can do something like that.